the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome back to philsgang.com. Unbelievable. Here we are on Wednesday. Remember this market, the S&P, after we had that big rally, we had almost a 700-point rally on Wednesday of last week, because remember what Powell said. Hey, everything's fine. I'm going to start cutting back. Yeah, I'm going to go back from 75 basis points to 50. I may even go back to 25. Hey, I may just wipe it out. We're doing so great. Inflation subsiding. It's subsiding. Our rate hikes has worked. And everybody applauded. And the fake Business News Network were the worst. They were applauding that BS. It's total BS. I said, I hope you remember, I have a cut, I'll find it someplace, but I got a cut where I said, wait a minute. Don't believe what you are seeing with this 750-point rally. It's going to give it all back. It's going to give it all back. It's not going to be a hold. I also said, the last time he did that, remember we had a 1,500-point rate hike in 2 days and then gave it all back. And when this rallied on Friday, I said, we're not going to get another day. We're not going to have 750 points. We come back on Monday, it's another 750. It's not going to work. Not going to work. What is everybody nuts? They're applauding Powell's statement that, hey, easing. We got inflation's easing. And the market's up to over 700 points. Are they nuts? It's not going to last. Remember the 1,500-point rally? Gave that back. Why are we going to be so lucky to think we're not going to give this back? Inflation's not over. The reason why prices are coming down, oil and everything else, is people are tapped out. They can't afford it. This is unbelievable. That's right. So that was what I said back on that day. And guess what happened? The market has been going down ever since. We've gone down 5 days in a row. So today they tried to move the market back up. The plunger team. Yes, the plunger team. For you people who don't know what the plunger team is, that the president will get together with the chair of the Federal Reserve, the chair of the SEC, the chair of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and then they'll sit and decide how to rig the market, how to get it back up. And how do they do that? They go to Treasury, have them print money, and when the money's printed, they give it to the 5 largest banks, investment banks. They tell the investment banks to go out and buy futures. Go buy futures. And that's how they prop the market back up. So today they've been trying to rally the market. Today they thought, okay, let's go and push this market back up. What we'll do is we'll print money, purchase treasuries, the yield will drop, and that'll force the stock market up. That's just not going to work. Oh, it started. It went up about 125 points or higher and gave it all back. Now we're negative. Because investors aren't buying into this. Let's talk about this problem with the inflation. Let's get this right. We're being lied to. So he says that inflation now is peaked because automobiles, okay, the price of automobiles are going down, the price of gasoline's going down, new manufacturing orders, they're going down, consumer spending is down, homes are down. So he says, see, that's good news. That means that all these falling prices and so forth means it's over, or it's at least peaked, so I'm going to start reducing the rate cuts. What's he, nuts? It doesn't mean that. It means that the consumers are dead. They're dead. They spent $1 trillion on their credit card. Historic amount of credit cards. That doesn't count the cards they have for stores where they're paying 22% interest. Those are all tapped out. So we got a big problem with the credit cards. And now, remember, we had the cash out refis. We were at $152 billion in 2020. And that was a 42% increase over 2019. That's where they get their money to spend. And then 2021, we went up to 1.2 trillion. So think about this. From 2020 up to 2021, we went from 152 billion, and now they're taking out 1.2 trillion. And now they're saying there's going to be that was about a 60% increase. Now they're saying there's going to be a 68% increase when we get our numbers in 2022, how much they pulled out. Are you kidding me? What are you, nuts? This is where they're getting their money from, not wages. What they said their wages went up, 5%? Our true inflation, 16%. Not 8%. That's a lie. So if you really want to be healthy financially, you really got to be in the stock market. Now you're laughing. I hear you all laughing. Stock market? Are you kidding me? No. Because the stock market has a lot of liquidity, and because the market goes up and it goes down, you make money both directions. That's the key. But see, they've always take Perkins speech in your head. Never short stocks. Never. It's dangerous. Never short stocks. So most people will never make money when the market goes down. They sit there. They get on the phone. They call their advisors. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And they turn around and tell them the same thing. Everything's fine. Just buy and hold. You're going to be okay. Enjoy your life. That's all. Just enjoy it. Everything's going to be good.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day.
That's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. Are you kidding me? Or buy and hold, buy and hold. But let's get back to where the real inflation is. The inflation is on the supply side and the demand side, but nobody's talking about it because they have to blame Pete Buttigieg. And Pete Buttigieg is the transportation secretary, and he has screwed up. He has screwed up all the transportation, all the ports that are all clogged up. He hasn't fixed it. He's been too busy overseeing the construction of ferry boats. Ferry boats. Unbelievable. That's where he's spending all his time, on ferry boats. $55 million per ferry boat. He's not fixing. So why aren't they going after him? Why isn't the press going after him and say, wait a minute, what's going on? We have supply chain disruptions after 2 years? See, inflation comes from the supply side, and inflation's coming from the demand side. That's where we're getting big inflation, but they don't want to be truthful, and the press doesn't want to report it because he is their darling. He's their darling. He's going to be running for president. That's right. He's going to be going against Biden. So they don't want to show what a terrible job he's doing, and this is where the inflation is coming from. Most people have no idea what the hell supply side or demand side inflation is. Pete Buttigieg is responsible for all the inflation. We got terrible supply chain disruptions after 2 years. After 2 years, do you know we have now today 153 ships still waiting to be unloaded? 153 ships sitting there, can't get unloaded. No truck drivers. This kid, Budabug, who couldn't manage a little tiny town with a $300,000 budget, $300,000 budget, and now they put him in charge of a $80 billion budget. Why? Well, because they didn't hire him because of his talent. We know that. It's not what they do.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
What are you, nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Merry Christmas from Phil Grandy and everyone at Phil's Gang. This Christmas, give yourself the gift of knowledge. Join Phil's Gang and navigate the market with confidence. Here's Phil Grandy.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, here's the difference. When not only do you know how to purchase a stock, but when the stock goes back down, you sell it short. Give you an example. XLU, utilities. 15% profit on a short. As it was going down, we were making 15%. You are in a 401k and you're losing money as the market's going down. You're calling your broker, whatever, what should I do? What should I do? But not only do we short it, we then turn around and we bought it. So we shorted it, it went down 15%. Now it's up 6%. So we shorted it, made 15% on the way down, up 6%. ED, Edison is another utility. We caught that. We shorted it. It went down 18%. 18% return on shorting. Then we got out of the stock after we shorted it, turned around, and we bought it on its way back up, and now it's up 14%. Our gold. How many times did I tell you gold, 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 gold? You heard me on the radio every day saying to you, please buy gold mining stocks, gold mining stocks. I said that's where we're going to make all our money this year, gold mining stocks. And nobody wanted to buy gold. Well, we did. GDX, we're up about 12%. AU, 25%. Now, I'm not saying when I give you these numbers, I'm not saying every one of my gang members made those percentages of gains. They would have if they followed the color-coded chart and bought when it turned red and sold bought when it turned green and sold short when it turned red, because the color-coded chart follows the money, doesn't follow the BS, doesn't follow the noise. You got to follow the money. Here, listen to this. Listen to this garbage here. This is the CEO of Bank of America, a born liar. Listen.
Very different this time than the other time.
Oh, yeah. Every time. They always say it's different this time. It's always different this time. That's Moynihan. Always different. Oh, it's different this time. Different this time. How many times do they tell you that?
Very different this time than the other time, because the amount of money that's in the customers' accounts is far higher than it was going into the financial crisis or any other.
That's a lie. Remember, during the pandemic, people were getting so many checks from the federal government and from the state. Their savings went up to a historic 32%. You know what their savings is now? 1/8. 1/8 of that. He's a born liar. He's a liar.
Be a long-term investor like we are, and it'll work out in the end with the greatest economy and the greatest country in the world.
Oh, yeah, be a long-term investor. Buy and hold, buy and hold. What are you, nuts? It goes against what investing is all about, called risk management. See, they don't care because you're taking all the risk and they're managing your money, taking all the commissions. See, it's different. You're taking the risk, they're taking the commissions. So don't tell me they're doing risk management. Buy and hold is a myth. Buy and hold, you can't make money buy and hold unless you're so wealthy. If you're wealthy like a Warren Buffett, yes. Yes. You could stay in the spiders. If the spiders go down 30, 40, 50%, don't get out. If you're young enough, it'll come back. Whether it takes 10 years, 15 years, it'll always come back. It'll always come back. So if you are young, if your father was you come from a very wealthy family, and they gave you $200,000, just buy the spiders and never get out. When it goes down, stay in. Goes up, because it'll always go back up. But you got to be able to be young enough. But if you're 45 years old, you'll never live long enough. Never live long enough. Crazy. So this is what he's saying.
Be a long-term investor like we are, and it'll work out in the end with the greatest economy in the greatest country in the world.
Yeah, greatest economy. Great. What are you talking about, greatest economy? How do we have a great economy? The first quarter, we had 2 quarters back-to-back negative GDP. How is that a great economy? Tell me that. Sell me that. Tell me that's a great economy. And don't tell me the third quarter, fourth quarter, the GDP went up about barely 2%. You can't count that 2%. Because where did that 2% come from? It came from goofball, okay, the dope, our president, okay, selling our reserve, our oil reserve, to the Chinese that he's doing business with. And when he took it out of our reserve and sold it to China, that they were able to rig it to bring in a growth of the second and third quarter about 2%. So you got to discount that, number one. Now listen to this.
But, you mentioned at the outset, Brian, the strategists at Bank of America, because they're the same group that sees the S&P falling, I believe, 20% from where it is now. What did you think of that?
Yeah. Well, they have their views of the market dynamics and pricing. But when we look at the economy, just to be clear, when I'm giving a statistic of spending, that's a real 35 million consumers.
No. Don't give me that crap. He asked you a question. Where were you geniuses when the market went down 20% and your customers are losing 20%? Why aren't you shorting the market like we do here at Phil's Gang? So instead of losing 20%, you look on your color-coded chart. It went from green to red, and we shorted it. See him? He's stumbling all over himself. All right, let's get back to stocks and to the market. Don't be intimidated by this market. There's tremendous opportunity in the market, but only if you know how to sell short. I mean, anybody can buy a stock. It's how to sell a stock short. So let's get back to demand. The real inflation, what's going to put you under? So Pete Buttigieg is not doing his job. We have a supply side and demand side, tremendous inflation from those two. Because supply side, okay, inflation is wicked. It's wicked, but nobody's going to talk about it because they don't want to blame Pete Buttigieg. He's going to be the next president. And the supply chain disruptions are horrible. We still have all kinds of congestion. We still have 153 ships today waiting offshore. They're off the docks. They can't get unloaded. We still don't have truck drivers after 2 years. No, not enough truck drivers. Are you kidding me? In 2 years? What the hell's he doing? That causes prices to go up. If you can't deliver materials and the materials are short, prices go up. That's inflation. Fertilizer's up 300% because they can't get
Want more information on the show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. PhilsGang.com. It works. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Merry Christmas from Phil Grandy and everyone at Phil's Gang. This Christmas, give yourself the gift of knowledge. Join Phil's Gang and navigate the market with confidence. Here's Phil Grandy.
And thank you for listening to our show. My name is Steve Celeste. I'm the Director of Education for philsgang.com and the Phil's Gang Radio Show. And I just want to take this time to tell you how to join the 10-day free trial. It's as simple as going to www.philsgang.com. On the top of the site, click Get Started. On the next page, click on the big red banner for the Working Investor Plan, and that's all you have to do. And also during this time, during this holiday season, I invite you to go to our gift shop on the front of our site, where you can order gift certificates for your family as well, for your friends, for your employees. Spread the knowledge. That is the best gift you can give anybody. Also, the webinar that Phil and I did on how to get through this market crisis is also available on the gift shop. So you could share that as well as a holiday gift. I appreciate you again for listening, and back to you, Phil.
And thank you, Steve. And Steve and I want to, again, remember today, and we want to honor Julius Ellsbury. He was the first to die, okay, with the other 2,402 service members and civilians at Pearl Harbor. So we have Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 1941. So we want to honor especially Julius Ellsbury. He was the first guy to die, and all the other civilians. Think of that, 2,402. And remember the Trade Center? There was what, over 3,000? Unbelievable. Okay, so look, I sit here every day doing the best job I can to get you to understand the answer isn't being with some, money manager, these big firms. No one's going to pay attention to you unless you got at least $2 million. Then they will take care of you, and you'll be just fine. It used to be $1 million, but they don't want to handle you with $1 million. They don't. You have access. These brokers and these firms, I don't care how big the firms are. If you got $100,000, $300,000, $500,000, you're nobody. They don't want to have anything to do with you. They put you in a bucket. They put you in the bucket, big bucket of people. You get the research you get, hardly nothing. Okay, they don't spend any money on it, nothing. They're not there to help you. They're not there. Terrible. And if you're in a 401k, that's even worse. If you're in an annuity, you're really screwed. And I hate those annuities. They say to you, buy an annuity. You'll never lose your principal. Your market goes down, you keep your principal. That's such a lie. What they don't tell you is when the market goes down, so you've got, let's say, $100,000 in the market. You've had it in there for 3 years. You're barely making a return. Now all of a sudden the market goes down, right? Now they'll say you're going to keep your principal. All that is an insurance policy. You can buy it from anybody. You're going to keep your principal. But read the fine print, how these annuities work. After every crash, think about it. Go to the 2020 crash we had, right? In 5 weeks, it dropped 31%. And then it shot up 133% because of QE. If they didn't have QE, zero rates, it would never happen. But it went up 133%. Read the fine print. You don't get the 133%. You probably get 4%, 2% if you're lucky. That's it, out of the 133. That's how they make money. How do you think they can tell you, hey, we'll guarantee you won't lose your principal? Because you don't make any money on the way back up. Remember, every time the market crashes, when it goes back up, hey, take the market to 2018. We went down 16 weeks, 22%. They did QE. More zero rates, shot up, bang, 54%. So the guy who's told, oh, you don't lose your principal, but you don't make any money. So you've been in the market for 4 or 5 years. You haven't made any money, hardly any. And now when you have a big opportunity, the market went up 54%, you probably get 2% of that, 3% of that. And the company keeps the rest. The guys on the street make all the money. God, that gets me these annuities. Drive you nuts. Okay, so back to where we stand with the market. And by the way, remember, every day, every morning, what I do, and I promised I would do this, just like, remember I said to you, I'm going to do every day, every Friday, I was going to do on my YouTube channel, tell you what's going on with the market and how, and when it's going to crash. And I did that for almost 1 year, right up to the day it crashed. And I told you all the way from my first one, all the way to the day it crashed, we're going down. And I brought you through the whole deal. Walked everybody through the whole deal to the day it crashed. We were right on. Right on. And now I'm telling you, every morning, you're always wondering, what do you think the market's going to do today? Or what do you think the market's going to do long term? I answer that question for you every morning, and it's free on my YouTube channel, philsgang.com YouTube channel. I answer that for you. So you got a place to go to where you're going to get the truth. Check it out. And don't forget, try the gangs. 10 days, free. You get the best education ever. It's all online. Doesn't take a lot of time. We have a lot of members that they just invested in the spiders. Make a hell of a lot more money than they ever would make in the 401k. 401ks are garbage. You can't make money. First of all, there's 27 hidden fees. How are you going to make money? Why are you doing business with people that are stealing from you 27 hidden fees? I could never understand that. Why are 86 million people okay with people stealing from them? 27 fees, hidden fees, they're being stolen, but people are okay with it. So it's okay. It's all right. They steal from me. It's all right. Because I get matched. They match me. They match me. They don't match you. That's a fallacy. That's a myth, just like buy and hold's a myth. So let's get back to the real inflation is coming from the supply and demand side. The supply side, as I explained to you, is we still have the container ships offshore, can't get unloaded. We still don't have trucks. We're not moving this stuff, and prices go up because if lumber material are stuck on the dock and it's not out there in the market, prices go up. And then you got the demand side inflation is still going. Imagine this is still going after 2 years. We still have demand side. Demand side. Let me tell you what the demand side. People, when there's shortages, all of a sudden they start hoarding. I did it myself. For years I used Tommy Bahama's. They have a face cream, aftershave cream. Used it for years. We couldn't find it anywhere. It's stuck out in the ocean somewhere on one of these 152 ships. Unbelievable. Stuck out there. Finally, we found some. And Willie did a search, and I ordered 10 of them. So now what happened, I ordered 10 of them. I'm creating the inflation on the demand side. So I ordered 10 of them. So that means I took the profits and clawed them back to December. So in other words, if normally I order one of these every 3 months, but now I took them all, I clawed all the profits back to November. Now the company's going to look like they made money, right? Well, guess what? They're not, because their earnings are going to go down because all the other months now I don't order. It's going to kill the earnings. But when you have the demand side of inflation where there's shortages because we have on the other side, right? The supply side, they can't get the stuff off the docks and out to the people. Now the people who are demanding all this stuff, they're hoarding it. They're going after it. This is still going on. But you know why nobody's talking about it? Nobody's talking about it because they don't want to hurt Buttigieg because he's going to be running for president. This is sickening. And by the way, what he's been able to do is put us into stagflation. That's right. We're not in a recession. We are in stagflation. We'll talk about that and some more stocks when we get back, especially my UPS stock. Take a look how low we're doing about it.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Stock market may be up one day and down the next, but one thing stays consistent. Sound advice from Phil Grandy and Phil's Gang. We're thankful to have opportunities to invest and grow wealth. Happy holidays from Phil's Gang.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so again, join my gang. Try it for 10 days. It's free. Go to philsgang.com. So get started. Click there. And you're going to have the working investor group. And then what's beautiful is you're going to have access to the Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell short, when to add, when to run like hell. I mean, you'll look at the end of 10 days, you're going to say, my God, I wish I did this long ago. And you're going to learn how to purchase stocks. Not just short, but how to purchase them correctly so you're not scared out of the market. Make sure, remember, there's 11 sectors in the market, 11 groups in the market. You got to know which one to be in. Right now, we've been making all our money in 4 sectors actually. Gold. Okay, we've been doing great with gold. Matter of fact, our gold stocks are up. AU 25%, GDX 12%, AUI 19%. We're doing good shorting the bank stocks. And we did great buying them. See, that's the nice thing when you know how to short. You can buy going with the trend when the money's going in. You buy them. But then when the money's coming out, you make money much faster when money's coming out when you're shorting. Stocks go down 5 times faster than they go up. And people don't do it. They just don't do it because they've been told not to. And they got burned. They take parking space in their heads. It's dangerous or something. It's dangerous not to sell short, just to sit there and hold. But you're ignoring the essential investment concept of risk management? What are you, nuts? So there's a great opportunity in the market, a whole different opportunity in the market when you know when the stock's going down, you prepare yourself and sell short. You're making money. Just like I always say, it drives me crazy. People are in the stock, goes up 10, 15%, and they get out. Then they go look for another stock. That makes me crazy. Why are you going to look for another stock? What the hell are you doing? If you know that stock's going down, that's why you got out, knowing it's going to go down. Switch your position and short it. It's so easy. I could get a 5th grader to do it. It's easy. You just need a little help. That's all. And that's what we're here for. So while we're ending this day, and again, please remember everybody at Pearl Harbor. And also remember this. They're lying to you about this inflation. They're lying to you that the inflation now is peaking and everything's going to be okay. No, inflation is going to get worse because we haven't fixed what's bringing most of the inflation to us. Okay? We're not fixing the demand side, and we're not fixing the supply side. When you have still, to this day, 152 container ships sitting offshore, they still can't get unloaded. That's where the inflation is. That's where it is. And remember, what they have done is Buttigieg. Remember this guy, Buttigieg. Think about giving a man, he runs a little, he was a mayor of this little tiny town. They only had a $350 million budget, South Bend, Indiana. And then Biden puts him in charge of an $87 billion budget with like, I don't know, 1 million people. He wasn't chosen. Buttigieg wasn't chosen because of his talent. Just like who's the head of the energy secretary? She's a dope. Granholm, another dope. Oh my God. These people ran against him when he was running for president. They were all trying to, become the candidate. And he hires them all because he wants a diversified group of people. No. Any CEO of any good company, he doesn't say, I'm going to hire a diversified group of people. He doesn't do that. I'm going to hire the best talent. He should have said, my God. When someone suggested Buttigieg, he should have said, are you nuts? What did he do? $350 million budget's all he managed, 200 people, and he screwed that up. And you're telling me you want me to now appoint him where he's going to be in charge of an $87 billion and like 40,000 people working for him? He hasn't got the talent. But see, it doesn't matter. It's not about talent. It's all about power. And it's the same thing with the energy secretary. She's as dumb as a box of rocks. She's so stupid, this woman. I mean, she's stupid. I hate to say that about anybody, but well, I shouldn't say that. I like saying that about her. She's stupid. She's a dope. And she's in charge of our energy program. We got household debt going through the roof. $16 trillion in household debt. And they're telling us how things are better now for the folks. Student and auto loans are growing twice as fast as wages and the economy. For God's sakes, what is going on? Auto debt, historic $1.2 trillion. That's $367 billion higher than in 2008. Credit card, we finally hit credit card over $1 trillion. Student loan, $1.5 trillion. We're still borrowing. The government's borrowing 40% of the money it spends. There's more inflation. This inflation is not over. So what do you do to protect yourself? Get in a 401k for a match? What are you, nuts? You protect yourself by following the money. It's always the money. Follow the money. Not, what are you going to do? Follow the BS? You want to continue to keep following the BS? This guy here? Are you kidding me?
But you mentioned at the outset, Brian, the strategists at Bank of America, because they're the same group that sees the S&P falling, I believe, 20% from where it is now. What did you think of that?
Yeah. Well, they have their views of the market dynamics and pricing, but when we look at the economy, just to be clear, when I'm giving a statistic of spending, that's a real 35 million consumers that are checking accounts.
It's unbelievable, and he's lying to you how they got money in their checking account. No, they don't. They're in debt up to their ears. They don't have money in their checking account. 72% of the people that work make less than $50,000 a year, for God's sakes. So the Federal Reserve can't fix inflation. The Federal Reserve, they can raise rates, lower rates, not going to fix inflation. You need smart people to fix inflation, the problem. We don't have smart people. We have this guy that's in charge of transportation, in charge of all these docks that we got 152 ships sitting off there. They can't get in. And what's he doing? He's spending 90% of his time overseeing ferry boats, construction of ferry boats, $55 million per ferry boat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, we got 20 million people can't pay their utility bills. 20 million people. Are you kidding? Rents. 15 million people are back paying. They can't pay their rents. So, look, I want to reach out to you. Stephen wants to reach out to you. Willie wants to reach out to you. Autumn wants to reach out to you. Say, look, please, join us for 10 days and see if we're full of crap. That's all. At the end of 10 days. And you're going to see we're not. And it's not like you're in school in a classroom. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't even do that. It's a great experience. It's all recorded. You can do it at your leisure. It's all online. It's not charts and this and all this technical stuff. No. We keep it so simple. Because why? Because we do what's smart. We follow the money, not the BS. The money you have to follow. And with all this inflation and all this talk, inflation, no inflation, remember, when we have this kind of debt, just think about it for 1 second. When you have a president, okay, $750 billion, $1.9 trillion, COVID, $10 trillion, repo bailout, $750 billion, bailed out the foreign banks, $22 trillion. U.S. banks, $7 trillion bailout. They printed and paid $125 trillion to rally the market 1,200%, the NASDAQ from 2008. The NASDAQ went up. The NASDAQ went up since 2008, went up 1,200%. 1,200%. And they paid like $85 trillion for that. $85 trillion. In 2020, when they ran the market up 123%, 2020 after the pandemic crash, they printed $35 trillion to artificially push that market up. Look at the money that you could have made, but you're going to make more money on the way down. Please remember St. Jude, okay? Hey, we'll see you on the chart. Join my gang tonight. We'll have some fun doing it.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.